back from Vegas. Things started off really well for you guys, picking up the 2 wins. You ended with a loss. But what's your assessment after 1 week of play?
Overall good weekend. We hate to lose, especially losing how we did. But Colorado Christian's a good squad. I think they're going to be a regional opponent this year. We just have a couple things we need to clear up and go over and just reiterate. But overall, it was a pretty good weekend, and it gave us a good chance to find out a little bit more about ourselves.
I'm sure you want your pitchers to gain more confidence every game, and I'm sure the confidence was up for the first 2 games. The last game, not so much. But what did you tell your pitchers, after that loss?
I really didn't have to do much talking. They actually talked. It was kind of nice. Jasmine spoke with the team and said, I was off my game. It happens. Appreciate you having me back, having our back, and it's just about not getting on them this early. It's a long season. We still have a lot of growth to go. And the girls, when things weren't going right, the girls didn't put their heads down. They continued to fight. Even the pitchers, they continued to fight. And they understand sometimes you're gonna have those days where maybe it's just you don't have it all, and you gotta rely on the rest of your teammates. And that's what they're gonna have to do. Just keep their heads up.
Conference season. It's a long conference season. It starts already this week. Yeah. The weather recovery. It'll start hopefully this week. The conference play. But talk about you guys are the only ones, but starting conference in week 2.
Yeah, big week. CC2A on the roll. Can't take anybody lightly in this league. We're going to have to fight from the very beginning to the very end. We start off with Sonoma, who's a regional opponent within the CC2A. Hopefully we get the games in. We're prepared to go either day, or we're prepared to go whenever they tell us. They're going to be a good squad. They're not returning as much, or they're not returning very much from last year, but they're always a strong opponent, and I'm looking forward to just continuing to get some games under our belt and keep working.
It's difficult for you guys to get outside into practice and going over to Vegas, even though it did rain and you had some rainouts. How important was it to get that experience so far, get some game action, but also playing on, dirt and grass?
Well, it's always important. The good thing before Vegas is we actually got onto our home field, which is very rare. So, that helped getting ready for Vegas. And then, of course, Vegas is helping us get ready for the rest of the season. It's just nice to start the season with somebody who doesn't know you. You can try different things, try old things, whatever, and see if they work. But now we're getting into people who scout us, who know us, who played many games against. It's about coming up with new things, new ways to win. But if we just got to go out there and do what we practice and just compete. And sometimes you're going to have those days where things don't happen, but hopefully you have more days where things do happen for you.
When it comes to weather, the seniors know what it's all about, and just paying attention. Are you going to play in the kind of holding pattern? You know it firsthand. You got some young gals on the team. Have you talked to them and say, like, hey, this is, softball here in NorCal?
Yeah, they kind of know. They kind of come in knowing. We talk about it in the recruiting process. It is what it is. They talk about it throughout the year. They talk about it when they're pulling the tarp, when they're taking the water off the tarp. We talk about it. They're prepared. It's not like they just found out that it rains here yesterday, or it rains in California, in Northern California in general. But we just want to play games, and we're going to do what we need to do in order to make that happen. And we're going to try to limit the complaining as much as possible, because it is what it is. When we do get the chance to play, we're going to go out there and play the game.
Were there any aspects from your team that you were very pleased with? Maybe things maybe had concerns, but overall you liked what you see?
Just the attitude. Our big concern was our attitude. How we responded to things, how we were going to keep the intensity up, and I thought that was really a positive on this weekend. Just the whole general, whether I was pulling somebody for a substitution, everybody had each other's backs, whether somebody was struggling up to hitting, somebody was pitching. There was always somebody there to go, hey, I got your back, and that's definitely growth within our team. Our hitting, in our first 2 games, we hit the ball, and that was what I expected. We still had 8 hits in our loss, and we hit the ball hard. It just, unfortunately, couldn't make it happen with the runners on, but very pleased with the hitting, very pleased with where we are base running. We're going to continue to get in game situations where they're going to continue to learn. what they can get away with and what they can't. So, I mean, overall, there's nothing we're too happy about because we're never satisfied, but nothing we're too upset about that we can't work on.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.